Welcome WolfTheWolfettes! We are back with the brilliant House Flipper on the PlayStation 5, and I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now in the last video we started building some of the pathways in our front garden. We're also building these beautiful squares here so that we are going to be able to fill these little squares in with gravel and a bunch of flowers and also bushes and shrubs, maybe a couple of trees and things like that. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Now by the looks of it, I've made a mistake up here that I'm going to have to sort out, but it's taking quite a while at the moment because we are needing to measure everything. We're also having to change the paths and stuff so the pattern matches up. So it's a little bit of a nightmare at the moment, but I'm going to sort this out quickly because that looks absolutely abysmal. And then we're going to carry on doing the pathway. And then I think in this video, we will start to do some of the graveling and also some of the bushes and plants and flowers and things like that. So we should actually make quite a bit of progress in this video because in the last video we didn't really get much done. But here's a funny story for you, Wolf and Wolfettes. This has just randomly popped into my head for absolutely no reason whatsoever, but I thought, you know what, I might as well talk about it. Oh, things actually match up now. I didn't notice I made that mistake in the last video. I'm sure people were screaming at me in the comments. Well, there you go, it actually matches up properly now. Well, there you go, that looks 1,000 times better. Obviously, we still have to deal with the fact that there's going to be a slight gap near the house, but I'm going to fill this in with some gravel, like some white gravel, so you won't notice. We also are going to have this little gap here anyway. It's purely because of where the house has been built. Unfortunately, I'm not Mr. Incredible, so I can't pick up the house and move it forward a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, here's a funny story for you. I was in work yesterday, and as always, the kids had left all of their crap over the school tables. There was book bags, there was pens and pencils, there was jumpers, there was pencil sharpenings, all the usual crap. And as always, the teachers hadn't bothered to clean it all up, so I had to clean all of the stuff off of the tables because I obviously need to wash the tables and stuff and bleach them and that, especially at the moment with the virus and stuff that's going on. So I was cleaning all of the stuff up, and there was this random whiteboard that had something written on it. Very, very aggressively, actually. Like, this wasn't somebody that just picked up a whiteboard marker and wrote something normally. This was written very, very aggressively. Like, proper, you know. I went over and read it whilst I was cleaning the tables up. And one of the kids had written on their whiteboard, in very aggressive letters, "Drugs are good." Now, I'm not sure if I should be worried. I'm not sure if I should have maybe informed one of the teachers, but I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. I could just picture a kid, because this is a junior school that I work in, so the maximum age would be 11. I could just imagine a little, like, what year was it in? It would have been in year 4's class, so it would have been like under 10, I think. So I could just imagine this under 10-year-old aggressively writing "drugs are good" into a whiteboard. I was very confused by it, but for some reason it just made me flipping laugh. So I thought I'd share it with you all. Just a random little child writing aggressively into his whiteboard, "drugs are good." Don't know why he read it. Maybe there was a reason. I did look around the room thinking that maybe they were like doing science or something, and maybe they were talking about like good drugs versus bad drugs. Maybe it was like PSHE, or maybe it was science or something like that. That's what I thought was going on. So maybe that's why it was written, but I didn't see nothing around the room involving like paracetamol being good and then like heroin being bad. I didn't see nothing like that in the room, because normally they leave a lot of their work on like whiteboards, because they've got those electronic whiteboards in all the classrooms, but then they've also got the old-fashioned kinds of giant whiteboards. I remember when I used to be in the school, they used to have big black chalkboards that they used to write all of their work on. But now it's like 20 or so years later, they've got like digital whiteboards in there now, but they still have the old-fashioned big whiteboards for when they want to write stuff quickly and not have to hop on the computer. But yeah, I didn't see anything in the room involving like just things involving like good and bad drugs. So yeah, I just thought it was funny. Oh dear. I won't be surprised nowadays if kids like at the age of 8 were thinking drugs were like good. I would not even be remotely surprised, to be honest. Kids are practically flipping 25-year-olds when they're like 5. It's insane. I don't get why you want to grow up so quickly. I don't know. aggravates me so much how that pattern doesn't match up. I nearly started placing one of these paving stones in the wrong area then. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like that. It does match up nicely, doesn't it? Right, now we just need to make a couple of the squares over here. At the moment, I think it looks pretty crappy, but once we've started putting the bushes and stuff in here, that's when things will start looking a lot better. Also, I know it doesn't match up properly. Well, it looks like it don't match up properly, but it actually does. But because we're using a different colour, it doesn't look like it matches up properly, but it actually does. If you're waiting for me to build your room and stuff in this playthrough because you've replied to the community tab, I do apologise if you're waiting impatiently because I'm working on the garden, but the main point of this playthrough was for me to do the garden flipper DLC. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to buy a property to do the garden, so I thought it would be a fun idea if I also built everybody that wanted one a room in my house. I thought that'd be like something fun. So if you're waiting for me to construct your room, I will be doing it soon, but the main focus will obviously be the garden first because this is a garden flipper playthrough. But we will get to doing people's rooms and that, hopefully somewhat soonish. Alright, we're only going to put 2 on this side because this house, as I mentioned in the last video, this house isn't symmetrical. One side's longer than the other from where they built the door. But I think I was looking at the community tab at the time of recording, and I think somebody else, I think it was WolfMoon actually, one of my oldest subscribers actually, and I mean oldest in terms of how long they've been subscribed, not in terms of age. I think they were pretty young when they subscribed to me. Thinking about it, I remember when WolfMoon subscribed, I think he was very young actually, because I remember talking about WolfMoon, because WolfMoon is Steve King's son. That's how I know both of them, because I've been talking to them both since 2014. And I think when WolfMoon subscribed, he was like 9 or 8 or 9 or 10. And that was 2014, so he's actually a bloody teenager now. I'm getting flipping old Wolf and Wolf here, so he'll be getting pretty close to leaving school. If you're watching this, WolfMoon, god damn, mate, you're nearly at the legal age to start getting it on, mate. You're a lucky devil. You're a lucky devil, mate. Jesus. Obviously, I'm not encouraging it, you know. Not encouraging it. You know, wait till you're married. Wait till you're married. Right, so... Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to start, I think, putting some gravel in these squares. Yeah, let's have a look at some of the gravel then. Gravel's all on this bit. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, we've got wood shavings as well. Got sand. Bark. I think bark would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Let me have a look at the bark. I mean, it doesn't look very barky. Yeah, it doesn't look that barky. There's not any like big chunks. When you get this bark stuff that's been put on the ground, it's got a lot more like big chunks in it, and you can't even like change the size of the chunks. What does it look like for wood shavings? Wood shavings looks a bit better, but that's the kind of stuff I'll put in my rabbit hutch. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I put in my rabbit hutch. That doesn't look good for a garden. We're going to have to go with gravel, unfortunately. I would have liked to have used the bark. Okay, I'm going to go with single colour gravel for now. We're gonna change the gravel. We're going to use 2 different gravels. So I think we'll use large. How many squares have we got? 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make sure we put the same 2 on either side here. So I'm going to fill in these ones. Just a word of warning, the kids are about to have their break time, so if you hear any kids in the background losing their minds, screaming about how they think drugs are good, I do apologise in advance. Drugs are good. I wish they were screaming drugs are good, because that would actually be a hell of a lot easier to edit out than the incessant screaming. That, and also it wouldn't annoy me as much. Hearing a bunch of kids scream drugs are good, that wouldn't bother me. I mean, obviously it's not a good thing, but I think it was funny. But when they're screaming and shouting, that just irritates me. As you probably all know if you've been subscribed to me for any amount of time. Okay. I'm going to switch this over to the square one, because I want to put a line of white gravel along here just to hide this grass. Oh, okay, that's slightly overlapped a bit then. Hopefully we're not graveling up the interior. Oh, don't be annoying, game. Don't be annoying. Oh, don't be an arsehole, please. Oh, look at that. What is your problem, Frozen District? Oh, come on. Frozen District, you've got to be doing this on purpose. You must be watching me right now and you're just like hotfixing the game without me knowing, and I ain't even got to turn the game off for the hotfix to be implemented. You're putting these weird hotfixes in to troll me, ain't ya? Make BwolfTheWolf unable to completely gravel up to his doorway. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is horrible. That's the kind of shit right there that would make someone go insane. That would send somebody over the edge. If they was on the edge already, that would be the killing blow. That would send them into meltdown. Send me into bloody meltdown, that's for sure. Alright. I hope we ain't gravelling like in the bedroom at the moment, or the living room. Right, very carefully now, very carefully. There we go. Lovely. I don't know if there's like any little flowers that we could put along here, or any like little bushes or something. I don't think we'll be able to, because I think it's a bit too close to the house. Right, so we've got white gravel. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does that not look? That don't look like it's the same size, does it? Hang on, let me count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, 6, 7. Shit. I need to make this one 7 then. Oh, that's gonna mess everything up. Jesus Christ. What one was we using? Right, let's sort this out. Right, did I It's just that one for some reason that's slightly bigger. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I think we need to make this one bigger as well. It's going to slightly overlap, but there's not much I can do about that. Like I said, it's because of the shape of the house and where it's been placed. If I could pick up the actual house itself and move it, that would make everything so much better. I think I've fixed this. This one needs to be 6 and this one needs to be 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Right, now let's go back to my delicious gravel. Single coloured gravel. Yep, by many. Or I better switch over to the square one actually, just in case. Alright, there we go. So, what other colour do we want to have? What would go? I mean, I guess black. Well, I don't really want to have a black colour because the black colour with black around it will look a bit dodgy. I mean, thankfully, because of this little grey rim, it won't be too bad. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the colours. What about... Nah, we don't want yellow. Nah, it looks like someone pissed on the gravel. We don't want that. I mean, if any of you are living in my house and you're going outside at night pissing on the gravel, I'm telling you right now, I'm a nice guy, but there's a limit to what I will put up with. And if you've moved into my home and you're pissing on my gravel in the evening, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to move out. I'm going to have to give you room to someone else. So no pissing on the gravel, Wolf and Wolfettes, I swear to God. I'm patient, but I'm not that patient. I bet people watch my videos and they think to themselves, Beowulf, you ain't fucking patient. All you do is moan about the noise. I'm patient with some things, but everybody's got that thing that triggers them, and noise triggers the shit out of me. How comes that looks darker until you place it? Oh, whatever. Whatever, I don't even care now. I just want to start planting. It looks alright. One thing I do hope, actually, is that there is daffodils. Because I do love a good daffodil. Like, when you see daffodils, that's when you know the year is about to get better. Because that's when the sun is about to arrive. That's when things are going to get warmer. That's when you don't need to wear your big-ass annoying coats anymore. You know, it might not rain as much if you're lucky. I mean, you can never be 100% sure of that in England because it bloody loves to rain. But it's just amazing when you see the daffodils. But it's also the sign of complete and utter terror because the bumblebees and wasps are about to reappear. But you gotta love a good daffodil. Hopefully we can plant some of those bad boys. I do love me a daffodil. I'm going to be honest, I'm not fully convinced I like what I've done, but in terms of being symmetrical, I've done a phenomenal job compared to what I did in that video that I deleted, but yeah, I'm not very happy with this, but I think once we start getting some flowers in there and the rest of the garden starts coming together, and once we've like completely repanelled the house and that, I think it'll start looking a bit better. I've actually done this in real life. I mean, I shouldn't start talking about this, but I'm just going to end up bloody aggravating myself. But when Samantha moved here, she had to put a car somewhere, and so I built a little drive on my front garden. And I didn't have any experience on how to make a drive. Like, it was only going to be like a gravel drive. It wasn't going to be like one of those fancy ones made out of like how this would look right here that you get a professional to make. It was just going to be me dig out a somewhat symmetrical rectangle through half of the front garden, dig it so and so deep, and then put some of that stuff down that I already mentioned in this playthrough. It's the stuff you put down underneath rocks and things like that and stuff, and it prevents grass and weeds and stuff from regrowing. And then you cover this like black. It's like mesh. It's like a mesh, but you put it down and it stops grass and things like that regrowing and weeds and things. And then you cover it in gravel. And considering it was my first time doing it, it looked amazing. It was perfectly symmetrical. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough gravel, so because of that, the mesh has moved around a little bit. And grass has started growing and stuff, so it's a bit messy now. But you know, my dad uses it now instead. So yeah, it still gets used, thankfully. But yeah, I did it first time. It looked pretty damn good. I would show you, but I don't have the pictures no more because of me, like an idiot, breaking my phone back in 2019. But I had some pictures of it, and it looked pretty damn good. So I have done something like this before. So that's probably why it's looking pretty symmetrical. Doing it in real life and doing it in a game. You know, just like if you can drive in Grand Theft Auto, you can drive in real life. We all know that that is a complete and utter fact. Like, if you tell your driving instructor that you've played Grand Theft Auto, he will automatically pass you. Try it. If you're doing driving lessons, do it. Guarantee you, he'll pass you immediately. Okay. Right, now let's start having a look at some of the more fun stuff. Plants. Flower beds are those little, like, do they go under the window normally? Oh no, it's just bunches of flowers. First things first, I just want to see if there is, oh my, ah! Yes! Yes! Oh, they got two types of daffodils. Right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to have bunches of flowers all the way down the side of the house, but on those squares that are right next to the door, we're going to have more like shrubs and bushes, because I don't, like I already said, I don't want to have too many flowers near the windows. I mean, up the side of the house is also near the windows as well, so we're going to have to deal with bees and wasps coming into the house unless we keep the windows locked. I mean, if we can afford a house like this, we most likely got air conditioning. I don't really like to buy air conditioning because, you know, it's not very good for the environment. And being in England, you don't need bloody air conditioning, but... Oh. Who wants an orange? Nah, mate, nah. Yellow. Bloody orange daffodil, come on. Oh, we don't even have to plant these ones. Oh, actually... Oh, sweet! Here we go. It doesn't need to be completely symmetrical, it's flowers. Flowers do whatever the hell they want to do. I do love flowers. Oh yeah, not too close to the door, because you don't want to be held hostage in your doorway by a bumblebee that's sitting on a daffodil. And I say that from experience, because there's a rose bush near my door. And sometimes I go out and there'll be a fucking bumblebee sitting on the rose, and I just stand there for a while sometimes, because sometimes these bumblebees are having a right good old feast on the nectar, and I'm not going near them. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. I'm sure someone in the comments is thinking, Jesus Christ, BwolfTheWolf, what the fuck have you done? But I do not care. I do not care. This is my house. Oh, look at them. A single Philadelphia lily. That is Philadelphia, isn't it? Or a bunch. We want to get a bunch of these. Look at these. Oh, that's not going to fit. No, we're going to have to use these on this bit actually then. Some of these bad boys. I want to... It wouldn't let me place it because my character was in the way. Here we go. We're going to have to bunch in so many flowers we are to really fill up these squares. I need to find a few more little ones. I suppose we could have bought the single ones, couldn't we? I'm not gonna be able to read any of these, am I? Oh, look, that's adorable. Oh, look at that. That is cute. That's a cute little flower, that is. I wonder if there's like bluebells in this game. You've got to love a bluebell. Another very good sign of spring. Because in the forest I go to almost every day. I mean, I haven't really been there as much as I used to, just because of like the lockdown and other stuff going on. But yeah, every time it gets to probably about April, thousands of these bluebells just grow everywhere. Absolutely stunning. I'll take a picture of it next time I'm there once they start growing. I think it's about April it normally happens. But the whole of this section is just filled with bluebells. And bees and wasps. Fucking bees and wasps everywhere. Oh shit, I got stuck then. cram in some more. Now I'm going to have to see if I can place a second one up here, otherwise it won't match up. This game really makes me angry sometimes. There we go. Oh, look at that. Can delete a big circle of gravel. Very nice. It's slowly coming together. I mean, I think it looks more weird at the moment just because the house is like a massive pile of cinder blocks. But I think in the next video, I think I might start focusing on doing the paneling. I wanted to do it before I started planting actually, just in case things get in the way of me paneling. And also I need to build scaffolding to be able to get up on the walls and that, the top level and that, so. Oh, just randomly teabagged for no reason. When did teabag come into existence? It was like, probably like Halo 1 maybe, wasn't it? Possibly. Oh, look at these tulips. Yeah, we want to have a nice red one. Oh. Oh, come on. All right, looks like the tulips are going in here. I'm working from the edge inwards. Just because that seems like a better idea. Could be a very bad idea, but who knows. Guess we'll find out. I've got to make sure I do the garden well though, so I'll make my granddad proud. Maybe that's why I was getting so frustrated in that video, because things weren't symmetrical, because it was looking like arse, and I was, yeah, feeling a bit ashamed, I guess. Oh mate, just a little bit of colour makes so much difference, doesn't it? I think that's what most of the items are they added to this game, just flowers. Oh look, these are going to be huge though, ain't they? Yep, won't be able to build them just yet. I think I might save the sunflowers for the little like farming area that I want to make outside, because those will be very good, because they will provide sunflower seeds. Oh look, bonsai trees. Those little cute, adorable shrunk trees. Edible plants. Oh yeah, that. Oh look, raspberries, pumpkins, lettuce. Raspberries, strawberries, tomato, for all you Americans, zucchini, flower beds. I need. Is there daisies? Are they daisies? They look like daisies. Maybe that's like the scientific name. Oh, perfect. There we go. Not as colourful over here as I wanted it to be, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. You're not really going to see these flowers. The only reason why I'm building them, really, or planting them, I should say, is because I had to make this stupid little white section of gravel because of where the house is placed. I thought, you know, I might as well place some flowers there, make it a bit more nice. Just checking I pressed record. You can't even see them from far away, but when you get up nice and close, there you go. Lovely. Right. Oh, I keep pressing circle instead of just pressing the touchpad to go off of it. Right, I'm going to have to end the video now, WolfTheWolf, but I think we made some decent progress in this game. We finished up with all of these little squares that I wanted to make, and we've started planting a few flowers. So I think what we're going to do in the next video is I might plant some more plants, but I think I may, from the beginning of the video, just go straight into paneling this house, because it will take a bit of time, but I don't think it will take too long, because I don't want to start putting loads of stuff down and then we can't use the scaffolding to be able to get to the top level. So yeah, I think I might do that at the beginning of the next video, and then we'll carry on with the flowers, and then once that's done we can start working on the back garden area and start building like a little fences that separate the areas and that. But yeah, thanks for watching, WolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's get myself a thumbnail. Actually, I'm going to do it. Let's do it from over here. Let's make the thumbnail a bit different. There you go. There you go. There we go. A bit of a different angle. Because at the moment my thumbnails look relatively the same. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.